Now, this is one part of Perth I just love. We're on the banks of the Swan River. We've got Bassendean just over there, Guildford here, and some amazing West Australian history that dates back, well, right to the beginning, including this wonderful old house. It's well over 100 years old. It's called Earlsferry House. The great news is if you want to base yourself here so you can get into the Swan Valley or maybe explore the two townships here that have become quite trendy, well, you can stay because it's a B&B. But I'm not here to stay in the B&B. I'm actually here to visit its owner, who's a very, very clever craftsman. Martin Jane is the owner of Earlsferry House. Now, his talents are so much greater than a simple B&B. You see, he's an artist, a master craftsman turning steel into garden art. Masterpieces that are unique in every sense. Martin, this stuff's really cool. How long have you been making these beautiful artworks?
Doing it for a couple of years now, and then I sort of did it as a hobby, and it sort of grew into a job, and I gave up work a year ago, and now I've been doing it full time, and it's just taken off. I can't keep up with it. It's fantastic.
Well, I reckon everybody who comes to the house to stay would be taking a piece home with them because they're so cool. Look at this grass tree.
Yeah, these are really popular. I make lots of them. I make them from big, 4.5 metres high, down to little tiny ones, so they sort of range from, $150 up to 4,500.
Now, Martin, I don't want to bring this up, but your balls are a bit rusty, my friend.
Yeah, well, they come in all different sizes. I've got plenty of them. They've got big ones, small ones.
I love the work. This is just, the amount of effort you must put into producing these is incredible.
Yeah, and look, the smaller they are, the more time-consuming they are.
Yeah.
The bigger the pieces, obviously, the quicker they are to make. And then you get like, so these ones over here, which are, each piece has to be bent, so that's all bent by hand on an anvil.
Wow. Martin, I love movement in the garden. These are amazing.
Yeah, look, people love movement. As soon as you make a piece move, that just draws people to it. I do cubes and that on their edge.
Yeah.
And they just look at it and think, how does that spin? But yeah, people love movement.
This is incredible because this was actually one piece of steel, wasn't it?
Yep, one piece of steel, and it was cut into the rings, and then had to spread it out. And the trick with spreading it out it was pretty tricky. You had to make a special jig, but yeah, no, they've come up. They're very effective, especially when they're moving. If you get them set up dead level, they just spin in the wind. Man,
you do such a great job. Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, but this is my thing, Trevor. And everybody has their thing, and your thing's the roses. Now, what do I do with my roses?
Oh, look, I'll tell you what, I've got the perfect solution. Can you leave them with me?
Yeah, I'll leave it with you, and I'll go do some welding.
All right,
cheers,
buddy.
Trev.
Thanks, mate.
See ya.
Now, the truth is, Martin's doing a pretty good job with his roses. They're sensational, but there are some tricks to getting the very best results. As they get to this point, they're producing lots and lots of flower. These are huge flowers and there's lots of perfume. It takes enormous amounts of energy. So here's the tip. As they actually start to burst open, it's time to give them a feed. Now, you don't use any old fertiliser. You need something very high in sulphate of potash, which encourages more flowering, plus a bit of iron to boost that beautiful green growth. Now, this is one from Rich Grow. It's called Black Marvel. What it does is it stimulates wonderful growth, but it continues that flowering boost on beyond just the spring season so that your repeat flowering is right through the summer months. And about a handful per mature bush is ideal.